Hey friends, it's Joe from DadBod. Today it's around 81 degrees in Tokyo and it's 5:15 in the morning, and it is the top of week 6. So this is day 36, and big accomplishment coming up today. You are going to run a 5K. So 2 weeks ago we walked a 5K. Today we're going to run or jog that. All right, let's get to work. Hope you enjoyed your rest day on Sunday. So that last moose lift workout really got me. It's terrible. We after doing that on Saturday, we went to a water park, and I was just out in the sun like all day. But then Sunday I was like, what is up with my legs? And you know what was the worst? The hamstrings. My hamstrings are never sore. So it's your fault. Thanks for pushing me. All right, there's. We ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, so we got a 5K today. So first thing we're gonna do, I already slowed down my pace. Let's lock in the throttle. Let's squeeze the walnut. Let's tuck the tailbone. Tighten the core. Get a nice mellow lean, nothing too extreme. Let's use those hamstrings. Let's use our core. Should be a good one today, y'all. All right, a nice quiet morning as usual. I'm gonna bring my pace in a little bit. I could tell I'm running impatient today. It's those hamstrings. Oh man, really worked those on Saturday. My goodness. Whew. So in case you forgot, a 5K is 3.1 miles or 5 kilometers. I actually did a wonderful TikTok about the difference of metric and imperial units. Maybe I'll link it if I remember. But we're gonna do this 3 miles. Maybe it's gonna be the farthest you've ever run. Or maybe it's gonna be the farthest you've ever run with your new body, right? We've built towards this workout for 6 weeks. Yes, I'm counting week 0. Stop your nitpicking. Whew. Tell you what though, 81 degrees in Japan, super muggy. It's like the thick sticky air. It's no bueno. Alright. Try to find a nice mellow pace. So, normally while I run, I try to do a body check. So it's just a simple exercise of like thinking about each part of my body and what hurts, what's a little crunchy, a little sore, and then kind of process those feelings, figure out if I need to modify anything. It's also really good for discerning if I need to stop. So like, sometimes if my hip catches the wrong way, I know it. And normally that's like, we're done. I don't screw with that. So today, in my body check, the most obvious thing is sunburn. I spent a whole day at a water park. And my whole back got lit up. And I'm keenly aware of my shirt ever so slightly sliding back and forth on my back and shoulders. But I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna keep rocking it. But it is uncomfy. I'm also aware of a little bit of compression on my lower back. So I'm gonna keep working on squeezing the walnut, tucking my tailbone, getting a small forward lean. But then the other thing, them hamstrings. Whew. We went after it on Saturday and they are dead. It's like running on tree stumps. So hang in there. If you're looking for relative distance, you're at about 0.7 miles. So just past your first kilometer. You're a fifth of the way done. There's Tamagawa. Oh crap, we have stairs. No! No! Alright, let's get it. Ooh, felt that. Oh, it's beautiful today. I mean, from like a lighting perspective, photographers call this like golden hour. It's like just before, just after sunset, sunrise. makes everything nice. All right. So first thing, I'm going to start to tell myself, which I'm going to tell you, you are not going to run this mile in 3 minutes. So slow it down. Get control over the breathing. Find your form. Lock it in. This is all about sustain at a lower intensity. Take the impact out. You're not doing full strides. I mean, maybe you are. Maybe you're an elite athlete, right? Because everyone's coming in at a different level. Maybe you're coming in strong. Then yes, stride it out. But I'm not an elite athlete. So I gotta adjust things so that I can finish. And the first thing is not adjusting my mindset, or sorry. First thing is to adjust my mindset. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be uncomfortable. It might suck a little bit. When we get to this mile 1 marker, we're not done. We're not even halfway. Like, that sucks. Because, I don't know about you, I want to be done right now. I don't want to run to 1.6 and turn around. I want to turn around at 1. I already want to be turned around. Whew. But that's not the way we're playing today. These workouts are about distance, not pace, not speed. Low and slow, like a crock pot. Crock pots are warm, but they're not too hot. Ohayou gozaimasu. So stay in it. You can do it. Modify if you gotta. And again, if it takes a walk, run, or even a walk to get it done, get it done. Go the distance. But it's gonna be in your best interest to eventually move towards a consistent jog. Even just from like a logistics perspective. We're all busy people. We all got responsibilities, things to do after this. So if you can find that perfect pace and lock it, you get through this crappy experience a little quicker, and you can move to whatever's next in your day. Whew. But you can't use what's next in your day to be in a hurry, because then you're gonna burn out and get into these walk-run loops of death where you're just exhausted the whole time. You're trying to find that sustained pace. So we should be close to a mile. I'm gonna check while I try to be patient. Yeah, 1.12. Strong work. So your turnaround is gonna be 1.55 because our target is 3.1.107 if you want to be technical. But most running apps can't measure that. So 0.16 is the turnaround for you. Really technically 1.55. So silly. For me, I gotta add 0.15 to that. So for me it's 1.7 is the turnaround. So I can end at our reflection part of the river. But you're holding a great pace. We're a lot closer to that city than when we started. And you're a third of the way done. That's nice. Y'all are gonna hate me. Okay, so you're probably in it. It's probably hard. Let's do 3 or 4 forceful double inhales with a hold and an exhale. Go deeper. How can I want? How can I want? Alright. We're doing good. We're locking in the throttle. Dude, someday we're gonna be on the other side of that river. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna build up to it. The first big achievement we really worked towards, besides today's 5K, is eventually getting to the big blue. Running out to that beautiful blue bridge, running up to the bridge, running over the bridge, running across the bridge. It's like prepositions. Oh. We're doing good. Let me get a distance check for you. You're not at halfway yet, but you're close. 1.4 miles. So 0.10. And again, if you're not from the US and you're using metric, sorry, you're gonna get used to miles with me. But if you like training in kilometers and like finding your pace on kilometers per hour, go for it. I just can't think that way yet. My legs are a little dead. You can take a couple high knees and then bring it back down. It's a good way to break the routine. Hard part is it hits your lungs when you do that. So you gotta work to drive the heart rate back down. But it helps loosen up the legs. Sometimes I roll my arms forward, roll the shoulders back, do a couple rolls. It's just to break up the movement, make sure I'm not too off balance. Alright, y'all are going 1.55. Let me get you a check. 1.53, 1.54. And Almost. All right, you can turn around. That's halfway on your loop. I have a little bit extra I gotta add. That's strong work. Woo, halfway, y'all. And I'll guarantee the second half, it's just as hard. Woo. It still sucks going back. And it sucks turning around, right? How many of y'all stopped at halfway? Go ahead. You could be honest. Put it in the comments, it's okay. I do it too sometimes. You hit 1.55 and you're like, that's enough. I'm done. No, you're not. But if you need to walk to get your air back, that's fine. But put yourself on an interval. 1 minute walk, 2 minute light jog. Really pull the cardio out. But find that sustained speed. We're not running fast. We're running far. And we're doing it with great form. So it's safe. So we get stronger every day. These long distance runs are where the real Joe shows up, not the whiny, demotivating Joe. Morning. How gozaimasu? Good morning. What a derp. All right, there we go. That's my turnaround. 1.7. All downhill. Money. I'm dying. Ooh. Ew. Let me do a couple breaths. Let me slow them down. Man, it's hot out here, man. 81 degrees hits. It's hard. Now, some of you, depending on where you run, need to bring a couple dollars so you could hit a vending machine or a gas station and buy water. Some of you, if you run through parks, might have water fountains available. There's one right over there. Same with bathrooms, right? You got to plan for the worst, or you got to learn control. It's a sad reality. When you run that half marathon, there's not always a bathroom. And on top of that, when there is one, depending on how many, that line's huge. And then you stop. And you're tired, so maybe you stop dropping your legs. You get a little too comfy. I am gonna grab some water. I'm gonna walk to it so I can bring my heart rate down enough to actually drink. One more. Right, so it's not always a perfect water hole, not always perfect bathrooms. Let's keep going. There you go. See how I just rolled right back into it. Do I want to be walking right now? Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. Just like you. But I know if I walk it, it's gonna take an extra 20 minutes for me to finish. And I got a busy day. Got some stuff to do. So, might as well find good form and push up on it just a little bit. gozaimasu. I'll tell you what, man. Whew. That sun on my back right now, ew, so gross. Oh, happy I have some tree cover. But in those bright spots, I feel it, man. So if I do a body check right now, my shoulders aren't really sitting right. So I'm gonna reach, roll them back, reach, roll them back. Kind of extend forward and roll the shoulders back. Almost like putting on a backpack. It just helps me hold good posture. On the upper part, I'm also noticing my psoas are really tight. Psoas are near your lower abs. You could Google it. But it's pulling my posture. So I'm gonna drop pace. Now the one thing of that drop pace is great and awful. It's great because immediately, like, the cardio side falls back under control. It's like a walk, but faster. The awful part is, like, psychologically, it makes me own the reality that we're gonna be here a while. And I don't like that. Gozaimasu. Let's check our distance. We're doing good. Oh, 2.14. Let's go. You're over a third of the way. Shut up. It's not that bad. You can do it. It's worse if you quit. Technically not true. You could always quit. You don't need to be here. Problem is, who's gonna carry you home? You're still 8.85 miles from your house. Who's gonna take you home? Whew. For some of y'all who love David Goggins, you know, it's like, whew, who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the logs? But you're not ready for boats or logs. Who's gonna carry you home? No one. But you're gonna carry you home, and then you're gonna stretch, and you're gonna have some water, have a nice high protein filled breakfast, replenish, maybe take a little bit of time to meditate or pray, kind of center your day. Maybe if you woke up early, your kids show up and you can be fully present with them. You can put the phone away so you don't have to scroll on TikTok while the people who love you are trying to get your attention. You can just be there for them. Get your mind right. Who's gonna carry you home? You're gonna carry you home. Even if it's one slow trottle step at a time. 81 degrees hits hard, man. Oh my goodness. Whew. I don't know how hot it is for you today. Maybe you're winter training. Lucky. Gosh. It's funny, I just finished editing the half marathon video around Lake Yamanakako. Bro, that is the most beautiful marathon on the planet. I'm doing it next year. You want to do it with me? We go and check that video out, week 0. Even if you watched it, go and check it out again. Put it on in the background on your second screen while you're doing work. Listen to me wheeze. How gozaimasu. Listen to me wheeze. Listen to me breathe. Watch me struggle. Watch that hill take me down. Watch how I threw my pace, right? There are certain things I didn't train for, but you can learn from that. And start visualizing, start owning the reality that you are gonna be able to run for 2.5, 3 hours. We're gonna get there. How gozaimasu. But it starts today, just like it started yesterday and the day before that. That's why this program is 16 weeks, not 3. Because you're coming in with some challenges. You're coming in with some stuff you gotta work through, some stuff you gotta let go of. Wow, gozaimasu. You know, you got some stuff you gotta do in order to hit that half marathon. But my goodness, that is one beautiful run. All right, I'm gonna give myself a walk. I'm climbing. We're probably at 2.5. Let me check. We're getting there. 2.5 on the dot. We got 0.6 to go. I'm gonna stop and do 5 deadlifts just to get my back strength, just to get form. Oh, hamstrings. Squeeze the walnut. 2, 3, 4, one more. 5. Hold everything tight. I'm gonna walk a little more. I wanna get my breathing under control because I can feel some pressure in my lower back, which means my heart rate, my breathing's up too high. I'm a little fatigued. So my pace is off balance. And I'm not out here to wreck my back for ego. But jogging a full 2.5 is totally in the right direction for being half marathon ready. And even if I walk the rest of the way home, it's still a strong workout. And you need to tell yourself that, because you might be right here with me where it's like, dude, I am not ready. And part of it is like, this training program's built blind. Like, I have a lot of experience. Ohayou gozaimasu. I have a lot of experience long distance running as a heavier person. I'm used to learning how to control my breathing, how to regulate my pace, how to know what good and bad form is, how to know when to start, when to stop, when to push, when to slow down. You're still up that learning curve, and we're not gonna get you injured, right? We're gonna hit 3 miles. But at the same time, like I say, we're doing it blind. MooseABoot laid out this program from a strength perspective. We've piloted it with me. We reset it for this time of recording. But you know where your body is this Monday and what you are and aren't capable of. And there's a difference between what we're capable of and what we want to do. And we shouldn't pretend that those are the same. Because what I'm capable of right now is taking a couple deep double breaths and getting back into that jog and going up the stairs and finishing out that last half mile. What I want to do is walk to the stairs, talk to you, walk up the stairs, you know, and still flatter myself with my hard work, which it is still hard work. We come in at different levels, we push to different levels, it's over, we pat ourselves on the back, and we show up the best we can for the next one. But what I want versus what I'm capable of, two different things. So, ta-da! Tadaima! I think tadaima just means like I'm here in Japanese. Whew! I think I gotta double check that. Don't start saying that when you're near people's houses. There's our river. We're back. There's a lady and her dog in the river. Birds. I might do some more inhaling. I'm actively trying to squeeze my stomach to find form. Not so much that it makes me want to throw up or nothing. But when you run, you should use your abs. With this, I have a little bit of a lean forward. I'm taking smaller steps. Almost like reverse squats. Actually, it's a heck of a lot like those step-ups. That little pause was great. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Don't give up. You're doing great. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. We're still moving. And what you do this week, what you do today, matters. Because it sets you up for next week. When we do 4. And like today, that 4 can be messy. There can be stops. There can be starts. There can be stretches. There can be water. Bathroom breaks. Hopefully no puke. Don't push yourself that hard. But you're gonna find strength. You're gonna get stronger. You're not gonna be winded. Let me clarify. You're not gonna be winded when you walk up 2 or 3 flights of stairs with your coworkers. And for me, that was the worst, man. Like, I had a boss who was super fit, and he had a pretty large team, maybe 20 people. Most of his time, not all of it, was spent engaged in his people, getting his fingers in the weeds of their work, but in a non-micromanaging way. He was really good at coming alongside me and my problems, asking clarifying questions, helping me remove barriers. Really solid guy. But his leadership style was 30 minutes to an hour, one-on-one, once a week per person. So he would spread those one-on-ones across a week. So 20 people on a team, 20 hours. Picture these numbers, it'll make sense. 20 people on his team, 20 hours with his people. That's halftime. But every one-on-one, maybe not every, but most, he'd drop by my desk, and even though I might have a little presentation setup of data or video I wanted to show, he'd be like, that's great, let's go for a walk and talk. Oh, it was the worst. He had a fast pace. We would do stairs, we go outside in the summer, you know, and I'm wearing slacks and a dress shirt, sweating like crazy. And this guy's fit as a fiddle. Whew. So much insecurity. One second. Ohio gozaimasu. Yeah, fit as a fiddle. Meanwhile, I'm sweating, insecure. But I found walking with him for months, even years. I worked on this team for 3 years. He was consistent. And I got less winded on the stairs. Who would have guessed? I got less sweaty after a walk. Who would have guessed? My body adjusted to being able to talk and walk at his pace. But it took time. Months. It's gonna be the same for you. But breathing. But what we haven't considered, what about for him? Right? Each of his teammates, every person on his team, got an hour with him per week. This bro got 20 hours a week. So what's that? 20 hours a week, integrating fitness, health, wellness with his work. He could have taken every person and brought him into his office. Oh, how gozaimasu. Yeah, he could have taken each person, brought him in. But instead, he brought him out. He improved the health and wellness of his team. That's a 5K, bro. That's a 5K. And he improved the health and wellness of himself. Whew, I'm gonna not stop because that was tough at the spot. I'm gonna kind of walk it back out to start so we can chat. Whew. With this one, this is a hard one to just straight stop. I want to actively cool down. You're welcome to actively cool down with me. And don't lay on the couch or the floor. You're not done. Let's talk about my best friend. Oh, how gozaimasu. So, this guy, his boss. Whew, it's easier to talk when we walk, isn't it? Y'all are like, shut up, Joe. At least you don't have to talk while you run. You just get to come in and be nasty in the comments afterwards. Gosh, does this guy ever shut up? But, dude, so we're gonna call this guy, I won't share his name. He's honestly the worst and best boss I ever had. It took me a while to learn how to trust him. But good, very good people. Definitely shaped me over the 3 years I got to work with him. Definitely opened up a lot of opportunities for me. Him encouraging the one-on-ones with movement increased my overall health. It was difficult for me to communicate what was important to me because I couldn't breathe, I was insecure. But he was right with me. And he always showed up in those conversations. And it was something I started to look towards. It started to be something I proactively thought into. Like, what do I want to show up to this conversation with? You know, every once in a while I'd even send him a PowerPoint slide or something ahead of time, just so that at least he was primed, because I realized this one-on-one's not happening in a closed room. But again, if we flip it to how Kevin, that's his name, so we flip it to how he showed up as a boss, man, he gave himself 20 hours a week of active movement throughout the day. Not waking up, finding a workout moment, and then sitting for 8 to 12 hours. He found 30 minutes to 1 hour active movements throughout the day. Every day. Consistently. Well, how gozaimasu. And he consistently showed up as a leader for 3 years. So his health and his wellness were on a different level. But the thing I want to kind of point to as an encouragement to you is like, he was mentally sharp every day. And I think not until I started reflecting about it right now, like that came from his style of working, communicating, and thinking. Like each one-on-one did give him action items, did give him problems he needed to go and solve, Zoom meetings he did need to set up, but he took the people side of his job and he made that the most intellectually stimulating, encouraging part of his day. And he included movement with it. And he just, he was so steady in some of the most like high opposition kind of moments and the highest tension points of having to defend the needs of his team while still advancing a project for the business. Like, as a leader, he lived in the tension. And he was there with us every day. And hopefully that's an encouragement to how you can lead in whatever space you lead in. But see you tomorrow. We got Moose Lift 2A. Keep changing the world. Well done today. That's a hard one. Great 5K.